good, but it is good. I just feel weird saying anything like positive about it.
Okay. Does it feel like a
You don't know
salt
how to
burn?
feel. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's literally like you got burned and then someone kind of just poured salt on you, but it kind of feels good, but it doesn't.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm.
Okay.
You know what? That's just not.
That's
yeah.
That's
All
a
right.
whole different conversation.
Yeah. Anyway, everybody, hello, friends. Welcome to Show Some Huss. I'm sitting across from my good buddy Leo.
Good to see you, Donny.
Yeah, and we are nearly midway through the NBA season.
Like a half birthday.
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July.
Yep. And we're going to do kind of a mid-year review today.
We are.
Yeah, it's going to be great. You want to get this going?
Let's do it, man. Let's bring it in.
So here's what we're going to do. We're gonna talk about the Eastern and Western conferences, okay?
Okay.
And we're gonna kind of do like player, kind of. We got some categories,
Okay.
and you'll see what they are.
Okay.
But let's start in the Western Conference,
Okay.
okay? Give me your coach of the year in the West.
Oh, Donnie, you're asking big questions, man. There's a lot of successful teams.
Yeah, so far.
Yes.
So far, yeah.
Coach of the year in the West. Well, it would be easy to give it to any one of the top 3 teams.
Yeah.
It would be easy, and it would be fair.
Yeah.
Very deserving. I don't think I'm ready for that, as all 3 of these teams were playoff teams last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is going to sound crazy, man. But my coach of the year in the West was a coach in the Eastern Conference last year.
Oh.
Any idea who I'm talking about?
Oh, Houston. Yeah.
Is it Udoka? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Udoka.
Udoka?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what he has created in the Rockets is awesome. He has a lot of weapons, but vast improvement from last year.
Yeah.
Vast.
Agreed.
Alpi is on his way he's in his 3rd year. He's on his way to being not only a star, but a possible MVP candidate in the next couple years.
Yeah, and like a consistent all-star.
Yes.
Okay. I went a slightly different route. Willie Green of the Pelicans.
Okay.
Yeah.
What makes you feel like the Pellies deserve you said Green?
Yeah, Willie Green.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly because they're in the 6th spot right now. That's shocking.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
You know what, man? I think that's a really good call.
Yeah. It's been an interesting first half of the year.
And they also have a couple weapons, but hey, man,
Hold on. Did we start in the West or East? I'm an idiot.
We start in the West.
Sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
Continue.
I was saying that my coach of the year in the West coached in the East last year.
Gotcha.
But to give it to Willie, I can't argue that.
Yeah. I mean, they've just
Zion and
and I feel like Zion hasn't really been at his best.
no,
Not consistently anyway.
no.
It's been a lot of other players. They have a solid bench.
Their point guard's pretty good.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
was fun.
let's go with in the Western Conference.
Okay.
Who? I don't want to phrase it this way because I don't want anyone to lose their job. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not out here firing people.
No, I know.
So I labeled it should be fired.
It's a
But
business.
who's been the lead? Whose job should be highly in question at this point?
Here's the thing, man. I think in the West,
Yeah.
no one's job should be in jeopardy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that take.
I just, you look at these teams and you look at what they have. I would say, Steve Kerr, maybe.
Yeah.
There was a point when I was like, maybe we need to look at Pop. They have 5 wins.
Yeah.
But they also have Jeremy Sohan as their point guard.
Yeah.
So times are tough, you know. And not that Jeremy's not a great player. I would actually love to have him as a Nugget. He'd be a great bench guy for us.
Yeah.
But, you know, Donnie, I just don't think anyone at this point in the season, I don't see anyone's record in the West, you know, besides the Spurs. But the Spurs, the Blazers, and the Grizzlies, they should be the 3 worst teams in the West. When you look at all these West teams and all the weapons they have, when the Grizzlies don't have Ja, you know, Desmond's great. But who's your number 2?
Yeah.
JJJ? No.
Yeah, the Memphis thing doesn't really surprise me because of the Ja. And I mean, it's going to continue now that he's out for the season.
Yeah. The Trailblazers, Anthony Simons is your guy. Dominatin is Dominatin. He's a great player, but it's just not. It's not it.
No.
And then you know you have Wemby and the Spurs, and you know that's a project. So, sorry, man, that's a long way to say. Yeah, I just don't think you get rid of anyone at this point in the season.
Yeah, and now that you've said that, I think we put this together and I kind of played the game of like you got to pick somebody, right? But I actually agree with you in that sense.
Okay, my bad.
No. I like your take. I think your take is much more mature and much more realistic.
Well, I want to fire Ty Lue, but man, they've played really well recently. I really want to fire Ty Lue. I wanted to say this, dude. I wanted to fire Ty Lue so bad, but the Clippers have figured it out, and I hate that.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick one, I'd fire Ty Lue. I just don't like him.
I went with Frank Vogel of the Suns.
Okay. And I see why.
And everyone's going to be like, oh, they didn't have Bradley Beal this whole time. He still played like, you know.
And they should not be. What are they? 2 games over, and they're not winning with the Suns. I'm not disagreeing with that, Donnie.
Yeah, but you're right. Like it is too soon. You know, it's too soon to fire anybody.
Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. I think shortest leash, I agree, should be Frank. He gets, 20 more games, I think? And then we need to make adjustments
Probably.
if they're not winning.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna have to make a run to make the playoffs. Or to even avoid the play-in.
What are they, 11?
The Suns are 9th. So they'll make the play-in, but I mean it's just so tight. Okay.
All right.
So in the West, Leo, who's your Western Conference MVP so far? I mean, we both have the same one.
So let's take him out.
Okay, take him out.
Yeah. So for everyone, obviously, this is a Denver Nuggets podcast, and we both have eyes.
We're gonna have the same second one.
Probably.
SGA.
Or Luka.
It's
either one. I feel like you could toss a coin.
Yeah, numbers wise, it's just SGA's team has been so much more dominant.
That's true.
That's the only reason I would lean in his direction. And he does have a better team.
He's a much better team.
Yeah.
Much better team. But also, you know.
Yeah.
They're doing what they can. So yeah, I you take out Nikola, then I would say SGA or Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, it's not a serious candidate.
No.
No one from the Suns. It's just not. They're just not there.
Yeah, LeBron's not. I mean, he's having a decent season, but he's having a regular season, which is a good season. It's just not on the same level as Joker or the other guys we mentioned.
No. 25, 6, and 6.
Yeah. Who has been your most disappointing player in the West?
You know, this one's tough, man, because Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that because he's not performing all that terribly, and the Lakers aren't performing well. Well, right now they're performing pretty terribly. But I just...
People like to put him on the same level as Joker.
And it's not. No.
And it's like not even in the same universe.
Not a discussion. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I went with Bradley Beal. And people again are going to say not enough work to show. He's averaging 16, 4, and 4, which isn't terrible. But again, do you remember when that happened? Do you remember when they got him?
Yeah.
And you and I were like talking for days about this.
Yes.
And everyone in the media was like, the Suns just won the NBA title. look out, it's
Mm-hmm.
the heat's coming from, Phoenix, and I'm like, shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I thought they'd be better than they are right now, but it did not scare me as much.
with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker.
They should be better.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They should be a lot better.
Yeah. Are they both averaging 30?
Probably close to it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. All right, biggest surprise team in the West.
For me, it's the Rockets.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely the Rockets.
Where are they at right now? In the 8th spot.
They are number 10, I think.
I think it's 8.
Are they 8?
Mm-hmm.
They are. You are exactly right, my man. They're number 8. They're in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Playoffs start today. They are losing to the T-Wolves in 4. But they are in the playoffs, and I believe they were last in the West. They were a bottom team in the West last year.
They were not great.
And they are a top 8 team. At the beginning of the year, and I'll eat it, man, I was talking about them being terrible, blah, 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 blah. I was wrong.
Well, I mean, I think the biggest revelation has been someone who I'll probably mention later, Şengün.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's huge.
Yeah, 100%.
And Dylan Brooks has panned out to play up to hit the contract they gave him.
Jalen Green's going to give you 20 to 25 every night.
Yeah, and they added our bench guy last year, Jeff Green, off the bench, and he's been fantastic. I mean, he's been deadly to us every single time we've played them.
And then is it Jabari Smith Jr.?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good ball player.
They have a good team.
Yeah.
Good coach, too, like
Yeah.
you mentioned.
Yeah.
Biggest surprise player?
Şengün.
Sam.
Şengün for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable how kind of... I never even heard of this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I have, but not like on the level of which it's just... He can almost go down as most improved as well. Right?
Yeah. Oh, 100%, man. I think he's up 6 points this year, and he's shooting the ball at a very high percentage.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe you and I are a little biased because the way he plays is very similar to one of our favorite players, right? Joker.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, can shoot the ball, can move in a very efficient way. He's faster than Joker,
yeah.
But he's still not the fastest guy on the court.
No.
And that, like, one-step fadeaway, whatever.
Nasty.
It's unstoppable.
A pass-first center that's going to give you a 56 field goal percentage. Man.
Yeah. All right, give me your top 3 teams to you, not necessarily. It can fit the standings, but to you in the West so far.
Oh, in the West. Okay,
Yeah.
I was just going to give it to you in the NBA. In the West, I would definitely say,
It didn't have to be any particular order.
yeah. When it comes down to it, I think you have the T-Wolves. I think they are there. Us, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
No question there. Right now, it's the Clippers.
You think so?
That's what I think.
Wow.
I would say we are the top 3 teams.
Okay.
They are on a tear.
Yeah.
Are we
done playing them?
Hope so.
Yeah, because we played them like 4 times.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We've played them and the Rockets, 19, 20 times each?
I feel like it was...
Jeez.
For the first month, it was them every other game.
Yeah.
My 3 teams, similar to yours. Us, Timberwolves. But this one, I know it doesn't really show in the standings, but the Kings still scare the crap out of me.
Same here. I would, yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of listeners out there are going to be like, well, where are the Thunder at? You guys are talking SGA. Honestly, man, I know they beat us last time. We didn't really play that well. I'm not concerned.
Haven't we lost to them twice?
Yeah. No, we don't. No. I don't. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
We beat them once.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, man. For them, I think that just comes down to experience.
Yeah.
Again, they're going to be a great team, and I think next year they will make a very deep push in the playoffs. I don't think this is the year.
I agree. They kind of remind me of us a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, oh, there's potential here.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be good, but you just didn't feel like that.
We were the bubble team. Or before the year before the bubble.
Exactly. Like, we're just not. They're just not that. I mean, maybe they'll prove me wrong. I hope they don't.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right, you want to move on to the East?
Let's do it.
Okay. Coach of the year in the East.
Coach of the year in the East. Oof. My goodness, my guy. You look at the Celtics. 2 to 4 superstars. The Bucks. 2 major superstars.
Yeah. You can even throw Chris Middleton in there.
2 to 3, yeah. You have, 2 superstars and Chris Middleton, who is a legit help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an all-star.
Yeah, he's an all-star. The 76ers, who have, and he is playing that way. Joel Embiid is the MVP. He's playing that way right now. And Tyrese.
Yeah.
And Tobias Harris, who's averaging over 20.
Yeah.
The Knicks have Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson. Jalen's a great player.
He's just traded for that guy, OG.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which,
They've been undefeated since they've had him.
and which was a good trade in my opinion.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good trade both ways. For me, it's what I saw.
And I'll just tell you right now, that is the Tom Thibodeau.
For the Knicks.
Yeah.
Tibbs.
That's,
He was the Bulls coach there for a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's my.
That's your coach of the year, huh?
So far in the East.
Well, you have Julius Randle and Jalen, and I love Julius, but he's not a superstar.
Yeah, I think what they've done is a little bit more than what I expected. They're 22-15.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Did they make the Western Conference? No, they made the Western Conference or Eastern Conference semifinals last year, and I think they went to 7. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But I'm surprised at the moment. So I'm giving it to Tom.
Mine's going to the next one. Spo.
Yeah.
They have Jimmy Butler, who, let's be honest, is not a great regular season player. For another pod, I'd like to compare him and Jamal during the regular season, because it's wild. Anyway, they have Tyler Herro, who's a great player, but not a superstar. They don't have any stars.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, is he a top 10 player?
Maybe in the playoffs. That's about it.
When they make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. And there's some playoff series when he does not show up at all.
Yeah, and they got that rookie.
That's who it is, Jaquez. And so I would like to think that Spo has had a hand in developing that.
100%.
No, man. Jaquez is a stud.
Yeah,
he's a great player.
Probably so far the best or the third best rookie. Would you say?
I would say no question.
Yeah.
This has been a strong draft class.
Yeah, yeah. And Chet is technically a rookie, but he wasn't in this draft, right? He was in last year's draft.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, because
I
was looking at that the other day, and I was like, I don't remember when Chet, because Gonzaga made the final last year, but I didn't remember him.
He didn't play for them last year.
Yeah, but nonetheless, he's still a rookie.
Yeah.
Okay. Worst coach in the East. I'll just give it to you, Monty Williams. He doesn't have the best team, but this is the NBA.
Dude,
He's got 3 wins.
What is the worst record? We looked this up.
The worst record ever?
Yeah. They got to be chomping at it. They have to be chomping at it.
Yeah, I think they're still in the running.
What I am seeing is the 2011-2012 Charlotte Bobcats 7-59.
But how is that? That doesn't add up to 82 games.
Was there a lockout?
No, it could have been. It could have been that year.
Did you see who the owner was? Could have played, Mike.
Yeah, he could have played on that team.
7 wins. Could have got him to 9.
Oh, StatMuse. Here we go. Okay. In an 82-game season, the 72, 73, 76ers went 9-73. And then again, the 76ers in 2015,
Oh, no.
2016
No.
went 10-72. Yeah, and then I hate to say this, but the Nuggets are on that list.
Oh, no doubt. I'm going to guess a 90s team.
97, 98,
Yeah.
11-71.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, but the Pistons still in the running.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
I think they can make it.
I think you guys can do it. Let's.
Dude, they're not only on pace to, well, wait, are they on pace to break it?
Yeah, because they would need to triple their wins. Right? Because they have 3, and
Yeah.
I'm not counting this Bobcats because it's not 82 games.
No.
I'm counting the 76ers, which I guess back then was that. I don't even know if the ABA was it still the ABA versus NBA.
Oh, that's a good question.
But it is 82 games, so I'm going with that.
Dude, that's so bad.
Yeah.
9 wins?
Yeah.
And Monty's not getting fired.
No.
He's a lifer there.
Dude.
They're never gonna get rid of him.
Yeah. I don't know. It's that one's so easy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's like picking Joker for the best player in the West.
Yeah. All right. Top Eastern Conference player so far.
Oh God, yeah, this one's easy. This is Joel Embiid.
You think so?
I think he's averaging 30. Dude, I mean, I would say him over anybody. Giannis.
I went with Halliburton.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
And maybe I should have put Halliburton in my most biggest surprise. But I mean, he's balling.
Oh, well, he was.
He was. Yeah. How long is he out?
I think 2 to 3.
Oof.
Yeah, it's scary.
It looked bad.
I didn't see it.
2 to 3 months?
2-3 weeks,
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Joel Embiid is averaging 34.6 points per game, 11.8 rebounds, 6 assists.
It's fantastic.
That's on 54% shooting.
Yeah.
He's also playing 34 minutes.
Who's your most disappointing player in the East?
Ooh.
Or who is, I guess.
Donny, my most disappointing player in the East? Zach LaVine.
Ditto.
Really?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man, I just... when he plays, the Bulls usually lose.
Yeah.
And when he doesn't,
The Bulls aren't bad.
they're not too bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I don't think he's a bad player.
No.
I'm just disappointed in...
The only team that I think that takes him are the Lakers.
Why would the Pistons not?
Well, I mean, yeah, they could.
But what are they going to
I
give?
feel like the Pistons need to go into like full
rebuild?
rebuild.
They were
Like,
decayed.
yeah.
Speedy recovery, hopefully decayed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Zach LaVine for our most disappointing player.
Yeah.
All right.
Biggest surprise team in the East so far. I'll give you mine. The Orlando Magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I had zero idea that they would be
This good?
this good.
Yep.
I mean, they've beat us twice now, I think. Right?
Playoffs start today.
Yeah.
They're taking on the Celtics. For me, it's the Pacers.
Yeah, that's another good one.
And probably because Tyrese and, Chris LeVert is a good player. Miles Turner is a good player, but they're not stars.
Yeah. Well, Bruce Brown.
And I love Bruce. Bruce is not a star.
Yeah.
So I the Pacers are my surprise team.
Yeah, and I feel like Pacers Nation needs a little bit of... They deserve it. They're
No.
kind of like... kind of remind me of the Detroit Lions.
Oh, man. They've just been so bad for so long.
Yeah.
Biggest surprise player. I'm gonna kind of change this
Okay.
to my personal most exciting player, who I feel like is in the running for most improved player. Kobe White
Oh, yeah.
for the Chicago Bulls.
He's deserving.
And I think it's very surprising that he
Yeah.
is. You go look at his stats. He's had a major dip the last 2 years, and now he's averaging 18 points a game.
Yeah, most of the time I would say that that's biased by you, but I don't think that that's biased.
I'm
It's
I'm
what-
happily surprised.
You have support.
I do.
You can support that.
I feel like I can, man.
I'm going to go with Boncaro.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're surprised?
Yeah. I didn't think he'd be this good
Okay.
this quickly.
Okay, fair.
Like,
That's
I just...
fair.
Yeah, I knew he'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a lottery pick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the guy definitely coming out of college out of Duke, you're like, he's going to be good.
You
It-
know,
yeah,
you got to be like Kyrie.
Yeah. And he's obviously a huge piece of that Magic, improvement.
Yes.
And it may change. Maybe he has an awful second half of the season. I don't know.
No, man, I don't see it changing.
Yeah.
Boncaro is... He might be their best player. I think it's Franz, but Boncaro is...
Franz,
it's a 1-2 punch. It's hard to beat.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of Jamal and Joker a little bit.
Oh, man.
A little bit. I mean, Franz isn't that... He's pretty big, isn't he? Is he as big as his brother?
No. His brother's a center, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gosh, now you have me wondering. Hold on. He's a small forward at 6'10".
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
He's an MPJ.
Yeah. Mo Wagner is a center at 6'11". So they're 1 inch apart, and one of
them's got 25 pounds on the other.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
How do you average 4.7 rebounds as a center?
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing.
Also, actually, no, I'm going to change mine. And he plays on the same team as Kobe White.
Okay.
Go look on your phone at what Andre Drummond is doing right now.
Oh, dude. The guy, yes. So I've kind of been paying attention to him. I thought he was out of the league. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think everybody did. Man.
Yeah. I thought because he got that max deal, I think, in Detroit. And then he got his money, and then he just went off the map. I didn't hear about him again. I'm like...
That's what Jeremy Grant did.
Yeah.
Remember that?
And so it's impressive. It's awesome, honestly. It's really cool to see.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a Bulls fan, but I kind of cheer for the Bulls a little bit just because, I mean, I still feel for them what they had to go through with Derrick Rose. Yeah. Like, that was just really hard for them to watch. Like, they went from the mountaintop to, like, the bottom barrel.
Yeah.
You know?
Real quick.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's spot on. Yeah.
But Andre Drummond, man, I'm gonna give you his stat line. Do you know it?
Wasn't it 17 and 22 or 20 and 15 or I don't know.
He's only averaging 7 or 8 points a game.
No, I just mean like the last few games.
Oh, last few games, yeah.
He's not playing much at all.
No, so last few games he's got 21, 15, then he has 7, but he had 3 blocks in this game. I mean, he's averaged double figures the last 5 games.
Here are some games in the last month for Andre Drummond. The day after Christmas, 24 and 25. The day before New Year's Eve, 15 and 23.
Damn.
January 2nd, 11 and 17. The next night, 13 and 16.
Dude. I think it's a monster on the boards.
January 8th, 21 and 15. Give me the ball.
Yeah.
Ball goes up, it's my ball.
Yeah. Do you imagine having him as the backup to Joker?
Oh my goodness.
We'd be like 36-0 or whatever it is.
It would be insane. Insane.
Yeah. Oh man.
What are you willing to trade for Andre Drummond? A lot. A lot.
Does you want a ring?
Yeah.
Play for the minimum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Give me your top 3 teams in the East.
Top 3 teams in the East. We're definitely going to go the 2 greens.
Yep. Well, no. I got something different.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to go... I feel like it's perfectly set the way it is.
You think so?
Yeah, 2 greens and 76ers.
Okay, so...
That's what I would say.
Maybe it's because I'm just trying to be out of the box here. Totally call me out if this is the case. I left in the Celtics. I left in Philly. I put in Miami.
That's fair. I mean, you returning conference champions.
Yeah.
And they're a top 5 team in the conference right now.
Yeah.
They are 7 games back, but...
Yeah.
If you look at the West, number 5 is 4 games back. The West is just so much more competitive.
Yeah. And then I showed you that today before the game started. It was the top 10 teams in the West. It went from each time you dropped a spot was one more loss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing, dude.
Yeah. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Yeah, it was... Here, let me pull that up. Minnesota, 10 losses. OKC, 11 losses. Denver, 12. Clippers, 13. Sacramento, 14. New Orleans, 15. Dallas, 16. Houston, 17. Phoenix, 18. Lakers, 19. Utah, 20. Jeez, boys.
Yeah.
I love it. Don't you just love when the script writes itself?
Yeah. The NBA script. It's at it. It's at it again.
What do you have to say about this, Silver?
Yeah. Oh, all right. So, yeah. So then we're gonna take a quick break here, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna focus more on the Nuggets and mid-year review there. And yeah, we'll be there.
Hey, everybody, we are back. Welcome to Show Some Huss. Donnie, we're in the middle of our mid-season review. Remind everyone where we are.
So we're coming to you from a different day, actually. Actually, at mid-year review.
Yes.
We've played 41 games, which is exactly half the season. I'm here with Leo and April O'Neill.
Hey, everybody. Yes. Hey, good to see you guys.
Yeah. So last time when we started the mid-year review, we talked about the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, right? Is there anything you would change now that there's been a few games since then?
I don't think so. I still wouldn't fire anybody. My top Western Conference player is still the same. My top Eastern Conference player is still the same. Top 3 teams. The Thunder are better. I mean, I probably should add them to my top 3, but I wouldn't take any of the current 3 that I have out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I would just add the Thunder.
It's funny because I think my top 3 in the West, I had the Kings in there, and I did not have the Bucks in the East. And that game last night, like, totally.
Wow.
Yeah.
It wasn't great basketball. It was exciting basketball.
But high scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess we have to remember there were 5 extra minutes because that did go into overtime.
True.
Did you see Mike Brown after the game in his press conference?
The film session.
Brings the laptop out. All right, boys. So let me show you how ridiculous it was. It was great. It was great. But at the same time, man, what a great game. Donnie, I won't make you admit what you did, but
I'll say it.
it's okay.
I turned it off.
I can't believe you did that.
I turned it off because, I turned it off to watch hockey. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
It wasn't even the Avs.
Well, still, you turned it off to watch hockey.
You turned it off to watch
Like,
the NFL playoffs.
Just you shouldn't say that out loud, man. No, I'm just kidding. Hockey's great, but
It was
hoops all day.
the hockey game was worth it, but I would have rather seen Dame hit a winner that I did not. I thought the Bucks were done, so I turned it off. There was a few seconds left in overtime.
It was the most Dame Lillard thing of all time.
Yeah.
I got up, threw a little temper tantrum, stormed in and out of the room. April had to sit there and
he
watch
just
me.
started pace. He was sure the Kings had it.
I would have put money down.
I wanted
And,
the Kings to win.
he
but-
loves Fox. He
Yeah.
had the jersey on that he was wearing last night, I think. And then, it's fun to watch. I don't really have a whole lot of stock in that game because I don't really care for either of those teams. But watching a buzzer beater 3
Dude.
is just fun, especially for the home team.
That was so cool. Like when I saw the replay, I was like, "Am I watching an old video?"
I know.
No,
I know.
I turned it off.
Just
I
saying,
know.
I've been wearing these socks. Oh, no, I didn't wear these socks last night. Okay,
Those look
edit
comfy.
that out. I was sitting in the same place as I was sitting when I watched Nicola hit the buzzer beater 3.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess I just need to sit there
Yeah,
when
when
we
we
need a
need
buzzer
one,
beater
yeah.
3.
Right, no joke. No joke. That's so true.
Oh.
Man. Most disappointing player, I don't feel like that's really changed. I just want to talk about, we don't need to talk about it, but this year's draft class,
Yeah.
oh my good. Well, okay, not even draft class, but like the rookies.
Mm-hmm.
Wemby is an absolute monster.
He is as advertised.
Chet,
Yeah.
absolute monster.
Who's that?
Hawkes
Yeah, I was going to say Junior. Hawkes Junior, right?
Mhm.
from the Heat is a monster.
Yeah.
Brandon Miller is very, very good at basketball.
Yep.
Podemski,
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not the way you say it, but from the Warriors,
Yeah.
that Jack Harlow looking guy,
Yeah.
he's a stud.
Yeah. Even Julian Strother to a certain extent.
Scoot Henderson had 31 last night on a billion shots, but
Yeah.
dude, these rookies are just.
Yeah.
And you could argue that Peyton Watson's a rookie because he didn't really get a rookie season, and he's
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
G League last year.
having
Yeah.
a good season.
And,
Very good.
Yeah, Straw, if he wasn't hurt, he'd be right in that conversation as well. It's just, I'm really loving what the young guys are doing for the NBA. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, tangent over.
All right. So we're gonna let's focus on the Nugs. Okay, both of you.
Easily.
Very fun to do.
Who do you think, if anyone, on the Nuggets should be on the trade block?
Everybody, except for our first 5.
You think so?
Sorry, so not everybody, but literally every player that's on our roster except for our first 5 should at least be a conversation.
Who do you think we?
I don't want to. I don't want to trade them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Why? Like this is a business. And the
That's true.
business is to win.
Yeah.
All of these players can help us win a championship. If we trade no one,
Yeah.
we can win a championship.
Yeah.
If we trade some guys, we might have a better chance of winning a championship.
Who do we need? I mean, we. You know who I'm going to say. Not a person, but the type of player we need.
We need a big guy.
Yeah.
We need Rudy Gobert.
Like I love.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
I love DJ. I just don't know if he can give us the amount of minutes we need.
Yeah.
You know, like if he was say 5 years younger, I'd be like, we have the best duo of big
100%.
men.
Yeah.
You know,
He just can't sustain.
and he can't play. He's older.
We
Yeah.
need Zeke to start playing better.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we have another, I don't know.
And he hasn't played much.
We've talked about this a
Yeah.
million times, but he just,
Do you think he could use or benefit from some G League time?
yes,
Yeah.
100%. Because I think with him, a lot of the time, it is not finishing the shot, not going up strong enough, not having that confidence. And if he goes to the G League, he is
gonna
too,
dominate.
he's too good for
Yeah.
the G League. So giving him some time there is going to help him build that mental side of the game of like, if I go up, it could still go in and I can still get hacked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just some confidence,
Yes.
right? Like just
Because
build it back
he can
up.
do it.
That's not a
Yes.
bad point.
We've seen him once it clicks for him, he has great games. Or it doesn't ever click because he's terrified the whole time.
Yeah, and the reason, like you make a good point. I don't want to give up on him because we've seen it.
Yes.
It's not like we're trying to make lemonade without lemons here.
Right.
We've seen it.
I agree. And also on the other side of that, April, I also like that because at first I was like, to the G League, well, I don't know, we spent a lot of money on this. But also, if we send him to the G League and he doesn't perform, then we also find out
Then
that
we know.
Then we know. Yeah,
Bye.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You know, Jay Huff got a few minutes the other night, and I'll be real. I see why he doesn't play.
Yeah,
it
for
makes
sure.
sense.
Needs to put
For
some pounds
sure.
on.
And I think that, you know, when you sit for 3 hours and then you come in to play for 2 minutes, you know,
It was
Colin didn't
garbage
look good
time.
either. Yeah.
Jay Huff, he's the heaviest guy on the team.
Is he really?
I'm looking at
No
their
way.
stats right now.
He weighs more than
He's-
Joker.
except for, well, I mean, other than Nicola, he's the heaviest guy on the team.
Okay.
He's
Gotcha.
tied with Zeke Najee. But
How-
everybody else,
how much?
240.
Jeez.
That's what I weigh, guys.
7 feet, 240.
I'm going to go for that.
That's
this
what I
year.
weigh.
You're all you're all muscle there, Chuck Norris.
Yeah, flabby muscle, baby. Anyway,
Jeez, Justin Holiday's only 180.
also, I think I was telling him this. Do you guys have ESPN Plus?
Yes.
You can watch all G League games on there.
Yeah, he told me that last night.
I didn't know. That's cool.
I didn't know that
That's
until he
super
told me
cool.
last night, and then I said I don't really care.
So who do you two think should be on the trade block? I mean, I'm obviously, you guys looked at me like I kicked your dog when I said that everyone should be on the block.
Well, yeah, because you know me, I hate change, so I don't want anyone to go.
That's fair.
But it's going to be the obvious answers, like everybody that sits on the bench. Jay Huff, bye. Jalen Pickett, see ya. Colin Gillespie, forgot who you were for most of the season because you never play. Like, so I'm not really willing to give anybody up from our first or second unit, to be honest.
The problem is with those, if you only give up those guys, you have to give up picks too. You have to.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a future thing. You're giving up prospects and picks.
Well, look where we got Nicola.
That's what I'm saying. We've proven to be successful, so we don't want to give up picks.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, we have to give up a second unit guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to, and I'm saying not even saying we have to, but
I'm with April a little bit on this. The change is our bench as effective as it was last year? Not yet, right?
Right.
We're still there.
so many points they scored last night.
Yeah, it was not great points wise.
But Chanchar's coming back soon, isn't he?
So who gets the boot then?
What?
Someone from our team gets the boot.
Chanchar,
Who loses minutes? Because Julian's coming back too.
Well,
Everybody.
I don't think Chanchar will come back this year.
No,
I
Well,
really
he-
hope you're wrong.
Well,
I don't think he will.
Well, the reason I'm thinking no is because he blew his knee beginning of the year, right? It happened like right before the season.
I thought it was over the summer.
I think he
I
was
don't
right
remember.
after the.
Was it? Oh no, you're right because it was in the playoffs because he didn't play in the playoffs.
Yes.
Oh, So that gives because I'm thinking 6 months minimum for an ACL, but
That's if you're Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, that's changed. Like we saw that with Jamal, and frankly, you should not risk it because
Jamal was over a year.
yeah, and that's the way it should be.
Almost
in my
2
opinion.
years.
Like I came back after 6 months once, and it clearly did not work out.
Okay, well, he is going to be playing for Slovenia in the 2024 Summer Olympics.
Good,
So
as he
Okay.
I
should
think
be.
he's
So he'll be back.
probably coming back.
Okay, well, we need that. Yeah,
And Slovenia needs that. He's a stud.
yeah.
He cannot miss. And speaking of me knowing shooters, have you been watching Kobe? Oh my goodness. What a sniper.
Thought we were going to get through a whole episode without a Kobe White mention.
Oh,
but-
no, you know they're not going to. No, so anyway, to get back on track, I think we're all on board. Don't get rid of anyone. There's no reason to. We're very successful without Jamal for what, 20 games, 15 games? It felt like that. We were without AG for a few games. The couple games where Nikola has had to have an early shower, the boys have rallied, and we've won those games.
Yeah.
So, my high school coach had a saying that I know he nicked from someone. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Agreed.
So,
And
no
I'm-
one gets the boot.
And I mean, you get these guys time, and they learn and they develop, and
Yeah. I really want J Huff to develop into something. I want Tyson Hunter to develop into something, but I think Peyton Watson and Julian Strother are our meal tickets moving forward.
Peyton Watson, I've been very impressed with this year.
yeah.
He's one of my new faves.
I feel like the three off the bench that are untouchable for me, at least this year, is Peyton Watson, CB, and Reggie. Just because we know what we're going to get from them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Peyton's having a great year. Reggie's having a good year.
CB
is struggling. And I want to talk about that, and I'll get to it eventually. But
But I'm not worried about it.
again, if someone came to us with a trade and some of those guys were involved, it's kind of like you just have to look at it as it happens, right?
Yeah.
I
Like-
agree.
You can't say, oh, no. I mean, obviously, Joker and Murray are just, you could give us,
Oh, and AG, I think.
yeah, and AG.
I feel like AG just reads Joker so
Dude.
well on those insane behind the back whatever passes. Like that, I don't think we can give that team up either.
Yeah, telepathic. They're like telepathic.
Yes.
It's crazy.
So I think those three, I would say absolutely not.
Yeah. Well,
But everybody else.
was it like three
let's see
times
what
in a row
happens.
last night?
Yeah.
Joker threw a lob to AG.
Yeah.
Like perfectly?
In a row.
Yeah, in a row.
And we're like,
literally
we
three
know it's
possessions.
going to happen.
Yeah.
But okay, cool.
Loblays. I'm telling you, man, those loblays to AG is something else.
Loblays.
Loblays.
Did you invent that term?
Yeah.
Because I love that
Because
term.
it's not always a hammer. It's usually a layup.
Yeah,
it's
just
a
like
lob
a-
for an easy drop
Yeah,
over
just-
and it's just like where he comes or AG is smart.
Yeah.
He does what every coach teaches every kid: come down with it, gather your body, go up strong.
Yeah.
He just lays it in. Does he dunk it a lot? Yeah, of course he does. He's
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon, but he
Yeah.
also just lays it over the rim.
Very
Very high percentage shot.
Michael Porter Jr. had a great game.
He had a great game.
Guys, last few games.
But I will say, on the connecting back to the AG telepathy with Joker, there were 2 turnovers that Nikola shouldn't have had because MPJ
Oh,
didn't know,
I know what
it
you're
was
talking about.
coming to him. And if it was Aaron Gordon, I think he would have gotten it.
Yeah.
But he wasn't ready, which who can blame you? Who knew it was going that way?
Yeah.
But you play with Nikola Jokic. Like, you should know it's coming that way.
Yeah.
So that's maybe something he can improve on. But overall, very impressed with MPJ yesterday.
He's been shooting better.
Yeah.
Been shooting better.
Making good decisions. He's working downhill sometimes, which is very uncharacteristic and awesome.
He had a monster dunk the other night.
Yeah. Who's your
Yeah, he hurt his hand.
Yeah, let's go top player.
top player?
I mean, I feel like I'm going to try to, everyone, we know who the top player is.
Okay.
All right? We all
Yeah,
know who it is.
it's the same answer every time.
Let's pick someone else.
Okay.
We know who the top player is. He's not just the top player on the Nuggets. He's the top player in the planet Earth.
So someone not named Nikola.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
Someone not from Serbia.
Well, that's rude.
Nothing against Serbia.
I can't pick one because they're all very. I would say it's either between Aaron Gordon. It's between Aaron Gordon and Jamal. Jamal's been hurt so much that can you really consider him a top player? He was hurt for what 7-8 games, and
Yeah.
that's what a fifth of the season so far.
Yeah.
But Aaron Gordon. But here's the thing, Jamal is our best
Here, let's do this.
scorer
We know, because I feel like this is a hard question, right?
Yeah.
Because Joker is our MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, he's the MVP of the league.
Yeah.
So let's
Hopefully in the league's opinion as well.
yeah. So I have another category here, and this is kind of maybe what I'm asking: the biggest surprise player so far. Because this Joker performance is not surprising.
For me, it's Peyton Watson.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he got hurt early last year, and then he didn't really get any time other than in the G League. But the way he's getting decent minutes and is learning how to communicate both with second unit and consistently with first unit guys. I didn't expect him to mesh so well, having had to play G League only last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it up, bud.
Leo?
Sixth man of the year, Reggie Jackson.
Oh, yeah, he's so good.
It's either him or Malik Monk, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
But Reggie, he played 0 minutes in off the bench last year for the limited time he was with us. And then he comes in, Jamal gets hurt, and we're like, okay, start.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's playing with Aaron Gordon, he's playing with Nikola Jokic, he's playing with MPJ and 2-time champion KCP, but dude comes in and performs.
Yeah.
So-
I'm on
Agree.
board with you. That is mine.
Yeah,
Reggie
he's great.
Jackson is
Yeah.
my biggest pleasant surprise.
I mean, you and I, beginning of the year, we're talking, okay, Gillespie or Pickett, who's coming in, right?
Yeah.
Not Reggie.
No.
And Reggie, like, I don't know if you guys noticed it last night, but Reggie, he doesn't just come in from Murray. He plays that two.
Yeah.
They play that the 2-1 guard type game, and I don't mind it. He can come in for KCP. He can
Yeah.
come in for
Yeah.
MPJ if we need it.
Yeah.
The guy he's filling shoes that are really hard to fill, and that's Bruce Brown's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it at the same level? No, but I mean, that's impossible. But
Is it not? I don't know.
it might be.
I think
actually.
it is.
Yeah, I mean, he's filling a hole that was our biggest question going into this year.
Yeah, that's
yes.
true.
Yeah. I mean, Bruce, big shoes, but Reggie got big feet.
Yeah.
So,
Goggles up.
man, right? I am so happy with how wrong I was about Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, and I want to say something about the sixth man of the year. Last night, I feel like proved Malik Monk is not a sixth man. He played. He started and played the whole
I
overtime.
agree. When Leo was saying that on the way here that he thinks it's between Reggie and Malik, I was surprised that Malik wasn't considered a starter.
He technically isn't, but I feel like it's like a Ginobili situation. Ginobili was one of the best top 3 players on the Spurs, but he came off the bench because it
Yeah.
was strategy. I understand that makes him a sixth man, but does that really make him a sixth man?
Yes. I mean, I don't know. He plays just as much time.
Like the sixth man is more of like not just who's the sixth guy off the bench. To me, it's more of like
25 or less minutes a game.
yeah, like just that sixth guy, the sixth best guy
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
I mean, your studs play 30 plus minutes a game, right?
Yeah,
Or they should.
your starter should.
Your six man should play anywhere 27 or less, 25 or less, somewhere around there. And I agree, man. Reggie, I'm loving it, man.
yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
And he's someone who can play well. Again, can play well with different units of guys. It's not just he gets only one rhythm. He's got it with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's a culture guy, which we need.
yeah, yeah.
And a Colorado kid, so gotta love that.
Take on a lot of good boxes.
All right, maybe he's my guy too.
He's a scoring spark.
Sorry, Peyton.
I feel like Peyton should be on that list
Yeah,
because it
he's
is
great. Yeah.
pretty impressive and surprising.
What about most disappointing? You're not going to like mine, Donnie. It's a recent pick, and it's only because it's a recent situation.
I'll go with Julian Strother. The reason being, I feel like the hype was so high. He dominated preseason games.
Yes, he did.
And don't get me wrong, he's had games.
Mm-hmm.
I just want a little bit more consistent. Do I expect him to go off like that every single night? No.
Right.
I just want a little bit more consistency.
Fair.
And
Okay.
granted, he's injured right now with this knee. I don't know the exact extent of this knee issue. He's walking around on the bench, so I'm assuming it's just maybe a few weeks out. But I just felt like the hype was so high. I'm not going to lie. I let myself dive into the hype, and maybe that was the problem. And I still think he has the potential.
For a rookie, I feel like he's doing very well.
And that's a good point. Maybe I shouldn't say disappointing.
He's a rookie on the best team in the country.
My expectations are just a little higher.
And they should be.
Yeah, and
But-
it's because we need that, right?
Oh, yeah.
This year we needed a little bit of luck with rookies because we basically lost our bench last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chanchar goes down.
Yeah.
So
And he would have. Let's be real. if he's drafted to one of 15 other teams, he's a starter.
Yeah.
He's not a 10-minute a game guy.
Like he's playing every minute on the
Yeah.
Pistons team.
Oh yeah. They're yelling straw
Yeah.
out in the stands. You know, they're wearing farmers hats and stuff to games.
Strother.
Or as our lovely friend next to us yells, swather.
Swarther.
Swarther. Yeah.
I might
Anyway,
mess that up.
mine is, and here's what's crazy, is his stats are, I think, twice as good as they were last year. But Christian Brown.
Okay. Yeah.
I just...
That is fair. I actually kind of agree.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
my real one is Zeke. I mean,
Yeah.
you're making $40 million, jeez. But I'm not mad at Zeke. I'm not mad at Christian. I just would like to see more from both of them. But when you have the best starting five in the NBA, you get overshadowed.
Yeah.
So I can see why CB's struggling. I can see maybe why Zeke is struggling, or even Strother. So our bench definitely gets overshadowed because our starting five are the guy on if any one of those guys are on other teams. So anyway, all that to say, I'm going with CB and Zeke. April?
I feel exactly the same as Leo, honestly. I was going to say Zeke, but the way that Christian Brown performed during the finals when we really needed him in those clutch minutes last year, I expected to see more of that CB just coming out the gate this year. And we've seen instances of it, but he kind of got the Colin Gillespie, I'm afraid, coach, should I shoot? And I'm not here for that, bro. Like, that,
Yeah,
leave
this
that
is
to
the NBA.
Colin.
You made the team.
Yeah.
You're on
Yeah.
the team for a reason. Play
Yeah.
like it.
And I agree. And everyone knows, listens to this podcast. I'm a big CB fan. However, I'm also disappointed. And I mean, disappointed as in, like, I'm not giving up on this person. I know you guys aren't giving up on him. Just
No.
like we're not giving up
We
on
love,
Zeke.
we love him. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
20 and 10 from
you
everybody.
you can just tell. Like last night, you could tell he struggled a little bit. Like
Yeah.
he misses a shot, and you're like, this guy just needs one to go down.
Yeah.
You know,
He
and
needs a drop step dunk.
But you know how you get out of that rut? And I'll give CB a little credit for this. Don't let your defensive effort drop. Do not let your success on the offensive side determine how you play defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That should be with everybody.
Intensity all around.
Yes. That side of the court should be 100% consistent every time.
Show some hus.
That's how you can affect the game.
Show some hus.
Yeah.
I agree, man.
Yeah.
100%. And that's the thing is, that is where games are won and lost. And I think that's when coaches say, like, defense wins games. And it's with that mentality, like, when you're struggling, you don't, the intensity, the hustle does not stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always there. Donnie,
Good
April,
picks, guys. Good picks.
let's do grades for our Denver Nuggets 41 games into the season. Guys, I'm not asking for an 8-hour lecture on each of these guys with an in-depth description of their performance. I'm looking for a grade and a quick reason why. Do you guys want to start off with our bench, or do you want to start off with...
Yeah, let's start from the bottom.
Okay, let's start from the bottom.
Let's go with Gillespie.
All right. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm going to... Why?
Because he's disappointing, but he'll pass.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to go with a C for that exact same reason. Haven't had much of a sample. He's young, and I don't know. I'm not impressed, but I'm not totally disappointed, so he gets a C. We'll go C minus.
Yeah, I'm going to go C minus as well. I almost went with a D like you, April, but I feel like this is his true rookie year coming off that ACL. I mean, if you look at his G League numbers, the guy is so much better in that league. He's getting triple-doubles, 30-point game, 30-point triple-doubles.
Wasn't he the G League MVP?
He was like the G League Player of the Week
Oh, Player of the Week.
or
Oh, okay.
month or something.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the guy clearly has the talent.
Mhm.
It's there, but like you said, it's not to what we want yet, but you can pass.
True. All right, Jalen Pickett.
I feel like did not complete. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough. I haven't seen him play enough.
Yeah. You can give a incomplete.
Yeah.
You don't see enough. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do for him.
I'm gonna give an incomplete as well. I just from what I've seen, if I'm comparing him to Gillespie, I'm gonna give him a C.
Okay.
I like Pickett more than I like Gillespie from what I've seen. I think he's faster, bigger, more of a threat defensively. So I'm going to give him a C.
Yeah, I'll go with a C. Same reason.
The next one, I am going to go with an INC.
Hunter Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Potential's there.
Yeah, 100%.
He's been doing well in the G League.
Excited for his development.
Justin Holiday.
C plus.
I know this is
Maybe
kinda,
even B minus. I don't know.
I'm just going to go with a C again because he's either great or he's wildly mediocre.
He didn't suck when we started him for games.
But he did, though, defensively. He got picked on.
Yeah, but also did we expect him to be starting any games this season?
Yeah. But he also, you make a point, like he shoots the ball well.
He stepped in some big games. I'm going to go with a B minus too.
I'm going to go C plus.
And he doesn't seem to care when he'll play either half the game or 0.
Yep.
You know?
Dude, I
Yeah.
just wish I could sit next to him on the bench. I know he has something to say.
Okay. This next one. Julian Strother. I'm going to go C.
Yeah, same. I know we're being pretty average, but that's why it's called average, right?
Yeah.
Because most people are like that.
We're passing. We're 3rd in the West.
I'm giving him an A.
What? Wow. I think he gets way too wild. He's so fun to watch when he's hot, but then he just loses control, not only of the ball, but of his own body.
He's a rookie who has been granted the green light on the defending world champions.
I agree, but it's on a depleted
What?
bench.
What?
I mean, if Bruce Brown, if Chanchar, I don't know if he plays, man, if we have any of those guys. Even Jeff Green.
Here's what
I
I,
don't
will
think Peyton
say.
Watson plays if we have Chanchar.
Oh, that would be sad.
Yeah, I disagree. Yeah. His Julian Strother's fashion gets an A.
There we go.
I will say that.
Maybe, okay, I'm going to give him an A minus.
He's got that drip.
But I think I'm very happy with Julian's progress he's had two 20-point games? Again, with the defending world champions.
He basically got us that dub.
And we keep saying it, we have the best starting 5, so there's not much room for bench. And he's
There's plenty
making
of
room
room.
for himself. So I'm sticking A minus for Julian. Good for you, my man. I love the way you're working because the next guy I'm going to give a bad grade to.
All right. So we talk about this individual a lot.
His
It's
hair,
rarely positive.
His hair is even worse.
Didn't he braid it?
Oh yeah, okay, I like that.
He's got
I
it in
do like
braids
that.
now.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. He does, and that does look good.
Yeah. Zeke Najee.
First of all, I love his hair in all forms, so don't be hating on the hair.
And also from the when we watch the interviews at games and stuff and things like. I would love to hang out with this guy. I'm not impressed with this game though. I think he's a great dude. I love talking to him or love hearing him talk. I love watching him play like the pause games or whatever, when they play against each other.
I'm going to go F.
Oh,
I'm going.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. It's shocking. I know.
I'm gonna go D, but I wouldn't give him an F.
Okay.
Jeez,
Okay.
yikes.
I'd like to look at his plus minus, but I'm flirting with an F.
Yeah.
I'm going D minus.
Can you get F pluses? Or is
no,
it just F?
No, it's an F.
Okay.
No, if you're failing, you're not kind of failing. If you're getting on a bus, you're either on the bus or in the street.
Yeah. I mean, I'm giving him F to motivate him.
That's fair. No, man, because I feel like the next guy that we're talking about now.
A.
Well, okay, hold on, pause.
A minus.
Actually,
Sorry, no, you guys didn't give a grade. What did you give? A D for Zeke?
for Zeke,
Okay.
April gave him a D. I
Okay.
gave him a D minus. You gave him an F.
Okay.
And now, everyone, we're moving on to DJ, DeAndre Jordan.
That's my DJ. Go DJ.
He
B plus.
he told the ref how awesome he was yesterday. So awesome, in fact, that he got to have an early exit from the game. So
It's the first time I've ever chanted "Ref, you suck" at a game. I was so mad.
here's the thing: did DJ do that? And here's I'm probably reading into this because I love stories. He was probably frustrated with the call. That's probably what it is. What I like to believe is that he's like, man, we're struggling against the Pacers right now, and we're not really making a push. So
It forced Malone's hand to put him
I'm
Joker back in.
gonna get loud.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna get in someone's face and clap and be loud multiple times, enough to get ejected and get the fire going. And I feel like things went well. Maybe things were gonna go well anyway, but
But
DJ.
I do like that Nicola came in a lot sooner than he would have.
Right.
Yeah.
And we could because he sat so much in the first half with foul trouble.
Yeah.
I love DJ. I love everything he's doing. I can't believe he's as good as he is for us.
That's why I went with A minus.
A minus. What do you?
I said B plus.
Just
because he gives up the ball a lot to the air instead of the basket.
I feel like
Air balls are worth 0 points.
for
You know?
what he does in the little amount of time that he does it in. I keep going back to that 6 minute 7 boards game, and I'm giving him an A.
Yeah.
He and
I
Stroh.
love DJ.
Yeah.
Well, and I think you look at, Zeke was supposed to be the Joker replacement, right? Once that kind of fell through, we're like, oh crap.
We could have been screwed.
Yeah. Like that's why I'm giving him the A
That's
is
fair.
because
Yeah.
if I'm honest, guys, I didn't expect him to see the floor at all this year.
Me either.
Maybe like garbage time,
A 40-point game.
Some early sods. You guys talked about how let's just give him a coaching, like have him
Yeah.
wear a suit,
right? And now I'm like,
Thank goodness we didn't do
Right?
that.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I would still love to see him in a suit. I agree.
Eventually.
Not
In a few
eventually.
years,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's a good point. That's a good call. We were saying that.
Peyton
So-
Watson. Or are you done with DJ? Sorry.
A for Peyton for me.
Yeah. I'm on the same board.
I try to look for, because I feel like Peyton sometimes does not shoot the ball well, but he has as of late, and that defense is nasty. So I feel like, how can you not give him an A?
Also, he got Nikola Jokic to do a commercial. Like,
That's true.
if that's not some culture,
Yeah.
that I don't know what is.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
it's Nikola Jokic. He hates that kind of thing.
He should get like
And
an
he's
honorary
"Come
degree for
on,
that.
Yeah, let's do
That's
it.
a good point.
And it's because he's a good teammate.
And they did the Newlyweds game together. They weren't on
Yeah.
the same team, but
Right.
they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're all on the same board with Peyton getting an A. CB, Christian Brown.
I'll go last.
B minus.
Why?
I mean, I feel like I've already said everything I need to say about this. Like, we saw how he was in the finals. He's not doing poorly this year, but he's not doing what he was doing then.
I agree. His production has increased. So has his minutes played. I'm going with a C plus. A little bit above average. I'm expecting a little bit more from him, but I'm also not upset, and his defense is solid.
Yeah, the effort level is there, which I can appreciate. And I was going to go with C plus, but I'm going to actually go with what April said on the B plus or B minus because offensively, yeah, it hasn't always been there. I feel like his best environment is like in transition when he can cut and get up. I mean, the guy can jump like crazy. He's not the most effective in like when he's on the wing in the half court, but when he's on there with Joker, he's really good at. He's not as good as AG, but he's really good at reading like when he needs to cut and stuff like that. But it has not been to the level of which I thought it would be. But you're right. I move him from a C plus to a B minus because of the defense. His effort is there. He's going for offensive boards. Sometimes, you're gonna have down periods, right? You're not gonna be playing to what your
Yeah.
level. But if as long as you're putting in that effort, sometimes it's all we can ask.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
Reggie Jackson,
A plus.
A plus. A plus.
A.
Yeah.
Just A.
Okay.
Like 90, 94, 95.
Okay. He's been such a surprise, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He has been far superior, and that's what an A is.
Yeah.
It's superior. He's what a treat and what a saving grace for when Jamal got hurt.
Yeah.
Well, these next 5 are going to be pretty easy.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Okay, everyone, we are back and we are doing mid-season grades for our Denver Nuggets.
Yup.
Donnie, April, let's talk about our starters.
All right, let's do it.
Let's start off with KCP.
A.
A, huh?
Yeah, I know that he's had a couple of struggles in the last week or so, but he showed up big when Jamal was out. He shot every technical that we had then. He could be
Very reliable.
very
Defensively, very.
dangerous at the line.
Yeah.
Okay. Donnie?
I'm going to go with an A as well. The defensive side of things have been very impressive. I know a lot of talk about getting him on first team all defense. And even if he doesn't make it, I would say that the defensive side of things for him, I wouldn't say they've improved because I thought they were great last year as well. But it's been very consistent, and we've needed it. I feel like he's had to steal a game at least. And a lot of the time it results in a quick transition bucket.
Yeah, that's true.
So it may not look like points, but I feel like it normally results in points.
Yeah.
What do you think, Leo?
I'm going to give him a B, maybe a B minus. And here's why. No, I'm going to give him a B. If a C is the standard, if a C is good, it's passing. Because I feel like as a society, we devalue C way too much. C is decent, especially in the NBA. Compared to other NBA players, he is above average. His production, compared to last year, has dropped. That's why I give him a B. He's still above average. His defense is incredible. His offense has dropped a little bit, not a whole lot, but he's also playing more minutes, so we need more production. But he's not doing that.
Yeah.
However, his defense is good. But let's be honest. Our AG guards the best player on every team. And I would say Peyton Watson then guards the next best player. As far as guards go, it's KCP for sure. But
Yeah.
that's why he gets a B. He's above average, which
Yeah.
I think is a compliment, especially when, he's getting kind of compared to, because we have these people in our brains, he's getting compared to Jamal. He's getting compared to Joker.
Yeah.
So a B. I feel like a B. I'm happy with my grade. He should be happy with a B as well. But also I can see why you guys gave him an A. I get that too. I don't argue that.
And I think you mentioned this when we played the Warriors the first time. And I think it's happened the other two times we played the Warriors. He matches Steph's minutes to guard Steph, who is probably one of the most difficult guards, if not the most difficult guard to guard in the NBA.
Yes.
So, that's a compliment to him. Glad he's on our team. Offensively, yeah, the production could improve, but I would rather have a drop-off on the offensive side than the defensive side.
Well, and also, I need to keep in mind, and I think I do, but if he plays on any other team, he probably averages 15 to 17 points a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just happens to play on a team where the four other starters are offensive juggernauts.
Yeah. Well said.
Bummer.
Bummer.
Great player, though.
MPJ? Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. April, what do you think?
B plus. He likes to turn the ball over, which is kind of unfortunate. He doesn't like to assist, which is also kind of unfortunate. And yet, he can be the guy that we have all been hoping he is a lot of the time. So, pretty good. B plus. I'm not going to put him on the honor roll, but he's doing well.
I feel like for me, he's got an 89.4. That's
Yeah.
where he's at for me.
Yeah.
He is flirting with greatness.
Yeah, like
Flirting with it.
The last few games, I give him an A. But, if you look at the whole first half of the season, I go with a B too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, that's a very good grade.
Yeah.
And, we talked about this with Rocksteady, and I noticed it in the press conference, I think, last night with Malone. Apparently he wears like some form of back brace when he plays. You can't see it, I don't think, but I guess he wears some brace, and I guess he is the first athlete that we're aware of to be playing at this level after the amount of type of surgeries he's had.
Wow.
Yeah, like I think Bill Hanslick, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's an analyst on Altitude, and he was saying that he had the same surgeries, and after, I think, the amount that MPJ's had, that was like back then that you were done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So there is that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, his story is impressive.
Yeah.
The fact that he's playing at all, to be playing as a successful starter on the champion team. So.
Yeah, and think about it. I don't think he's missed a game this year.
He's the only Nugget who hasn't.
Really?
Yeah, we read that stat the other night.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he's the only guy that has played every game this season.
Knocking on wood.
MPJ, that's why I gave him a B+. He got the little plus.
Yeah.
Because he's getting there. I think second half of the season he's going to be in A territory.
If that guy became what we all know he will, and I think he's on the verge. I think he's getting there. I mean, we would be an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
I think we're an unstoppable force even with the level that he's at, which is a very high level. I think they always talk about when they drafted him, he was a huge gamble because if he wasn't hurt, he would have been a top 5 pick. But we took a gamble on him, and it's paying off.
Mm-hmm.
It is paying off. 6'10", can shoot lights out when he wants. You know, we've talked about this, how he doesn't really pick his head up enough and kind of look around. And I don't know if you guys noticed last night how he had that lead pass to Joker for the dunk. Hadn't seen that I don't know if I've ever seen that from him.
It's like he's watching Joker highlights.
I think he's listening to the pod.
Thanks,
gotta be
MPJ.
it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's got to be it. I think that's
No,
it.
watching him yesterday was fun because except for the 2 times that he missed a cool pass from Joker.
Yeah.
But he can do it.
Total basketball
So-
yesterday, yeah. I'm the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
B, what'd you say, B+?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm happy he's on our team.
Same. Next.
AG.
A+.
A++.
I love AG. He's my number 1 guy for sure. I mean, he's just because you said we were not allowed to pick Nicola, so AG's my number 1 guy.
I'm going to go with a B,
Okay.
What?
like an 84.
Don't even come home with me.
What is the concern?
What is this?
No, and it's not a
What?
concern. I mean, and maybe he's just played less games at this point.
B? Aaron Gordon?
You just have to be able to read. It's in the stats.
Oh my god.
It's in the stats. His production is dropped. Like I don't know. Like I don't.
I mean, I see where you're
don't
coming.
know.
I see where you're coming
Like
from.
and he's
I
playing
think-
more time. We did the same thing to KCP, but we're gonna give Aaron Gordon an A.
Yeah, and I think we're coming off, we're doing this second half of this pod after a game where every starter played very well.
Yeah,
True.
So I'm feeling a little bit high on it, right?
a B is a good grade.
And I agree. And
We're gonna fight about this for a while.
He's a great player, but is he better than? Okay, so then what does Paulo Banchero get for a grade if you're giving Aaron Gordon an A and they play the same position?
and I think a lot of these grades we're not. It's funny because it's not like a classroom. It's not a level playing field, right? In my opinion, like if Joker was only averaging, say, what he's not averaging now, like let's say 3 or 4 less rebounds, 3 or 4 less assists, 10 less points, I'd give Joker like a C because our expectations are so much higher. So the level of which we're grading people is not all on the same playing field.
I appreciate you trying to protect Leo, but he's just wrong.
It's a B, and I think he would be the first to agree with that.
Yeah.
He's
AG is gonna give himself an A.
well, he's all right. And here's the thing:
You
want to
stick
give
to your guns, man. You're good.
you want to give him. I can see the A. But I just for him. And
I'm
for
April O'Neil, and I no longer support this podcast.
She's out.
No, but like if you look at a lot of other players, most all other players are a C or below. Most all other players. So, but he's not a top 5 in his position. So to give him an A, I feel like is too much.
Okay.
I don't even know, is he top 10 in his position?
Yeah. When Joker's on the
okay.
floor, I mean, I think,
Well, everybody's top 10 in their position. Colin Gillespie's a top 10 guard.
but I would disagree with that. I think Joker makes everyone better, but AG clearly is on a different level with him.
Agree, 100%.
It is the one of the best marriages we have found in
Yeah.
the NBA in a long time, especially with the Nuggets.
And most people would say you're wrong. The marriage is Jamal and Joker.
But
People can say that with anybody that plays with
Joker's
Joker.
married to a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's Joker. And Aaron Gordon's great. There's a reason why he got a lot better coming here.
Yeah, but also what we were talking about earlier, the crazy passes that nobody sees coming, Aaron Gordon does see them coming.
Yeah.
Nobody sees them coming except for those two. he has good passes to Jamal, but the Sports Center highlight behind, like not even looking one-handed behind the back, over the head, whatever it is, that's Jokic to AG.
And that's because AG is the best athlete on the floor.
And you give him a B, and you gave Reggie Jackson an A.
We're talking basketball, not the Olympics, not like long jump.
Here's AG's stats so far. Okay. 2023-2024 season. He's got 14 points a game, which is 84th in the NBA. He's got 6.6 rebounds, which is 47th in the NBA. 3.2 assists, which is 86th in the NBA. And his field goal percentage is 55.2, which is 20th in the NBA.
I feel like
that's what keeps him at a B. Because the rest of that is C.
An A.
I stick with the A.
Yeah, same.
And again, like it's I'm not grading him on the same scale as I would grade Joker and Murray.
Correct.
But I agree with April on this one.
I feel like if you're being objective, okay, so you're not okay. Yeah, okay, then definitely.
And it's okay to give different grades
for Aaron Gordon. For Aaron Gordon specifically, or definitely, then I would say it's a B because he's not producing like he did last year.
No, the reason I'm giving an A is because we've gone through a lot of adversity so far early on in this year, trying to figure out the bench. Mm-hmm. Murray gets hurt. All of a sudden, Joker can't buy a foul.
Yeah.
MPJ kind of struggled a little early on. KCP had a slight injury and hasn't produced necessarily the same amount of points total. Yeah. Right? AG has been one of the most consistent things we have.
Agree. And that's where we live.
Yes. And that's why I'm giving him the A because I think April says it perfectly. And a lot of Joker's turnovers are because someone can't see ahead like Joker can. But I feel like AG is getting to that level, right? Excuse me, he is at that level.
Yeah.
He is the perfect trade that I never would have thought we needed.
I agree.
Until I've seen it now.
Same. And I didn't see this. Yeah,
I'm not trying to change your mind, dude.
No. And I'm sticking with the B. Because I feel like,
maybe it'll warm your icy soul up a little bit, giving Aaron Gordon a B.
Oh, my gosh. Yo, Aaron Gordon.
I'm so sorry.
And just, I don't know. The top 20 percentage.
Yeah.
Answer this: true or false? Does he play with the best passer in the NBA?
He does. Like you said, a lot of his points are
lob lays,
alley oops.
And to your guys' credit, he creates those for himself.
That he's there for, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Because he's the only one cutting to the basket.
Agree. Mike Malone has no design in that at all. No, I'm just kidding. No. Okay. All right. So
did we get to Michael Malone's grade yet?
But then we talk about Aaron Gordon's defense. Okay, I definitely see the A. I definitely see it. So maybe I should be. I'll move it up to a B plus. I feel like offensively he can't move up to an A just because of where he is there. With his defense, I'll give him a B plus. Not give him. He's earned it.
What do you guys think his 3-point percentage so far this year is? AG.
I bet it's higher than his free throw percentage. Just kidding. That's not a real thing. But,
it's not.
His 3-point percentage?
40%.
It's 30.3, which isn't bad. For him?
I was going to say he doesn't shoot a lot.
That's horrible.
That's not that for him?
But he doesn't make that shot a lot.
Yeah.
So,
well, then don't shoot it.
But sometimes we need it.
Yeah, sometimes I want him to take the open three.
Guys, 30% is bad. Let's be honest here. That's got to be close to the worst on the team.
But if he's the only one open and we're running out of shot clock, take the shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like that's what he sets up for himself. He sets up cut to the basket and get a slam.
He's not a 3-point shooter.
No.
But
thank goodness that he takes it instead of turning the ball over.
We need him to shoot the three because if he never shoots it, then it's never a threat. So I'm not upset with it. I'm just 30% surprises me. I would have guessed 35 plus.
I'll say there's improvement. You mentioned this just a second ago.
Nicola's 3-point percentage is bad too.
Yeah, I'll look that up in a sec. Free throw percentage this year so far is in line with his career. His career is 68.3. This year it's not in line with this year. It's 63.6 this year.
Guys, you're giving him an A?
Yeah. So that is one thing I will say improvement. However, I don't.
That's bad. That's how you lose games.
But when I look at his career, it's not like, Jamal went from, say, 90% to like 70%.
Right.
He's not too far off from his career. Do I think he can improve it? Yeah, and he should.
Right.
Well,
I just the reason I'm giving him an A is because of that consistency,
Yeah.
right? April, like every
Yes.
night you're like AG's on the court. I feel good.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
just
No,
I
like
feel
a
the same.
security
I feel the
blanket.
same
We're
way.
about
yeah.
we're about to like WWE drop kick Leo.
Yeah.
Here.
Yo, but also like
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I would give almost every player on a bottom 5 team a D or an F.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
That's
just
fair.
because they're not winning. Like you can score 1,000 points, but Mamba mentality, 1,000 points and a loss is a loss.
Yeah, and I guess like that is kind of interesting when you ask 3 random people the grade of someone. We all have our different scales.
Yeah.
We all each have our own different scales. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. 2 A's and a B.
Plus, he
A
gave
B
it
plus. A B plus
at least.
It averages out to an A. Oh my gosh, it averages out to an A. So my grade doesn't even matter.
Your grade doesn't matter. Don't forget that.
Do not ever talk to April about AG in
Yeah.
a negative manner, or
Well,
you better watch your back.
Coach
Yeah.
K is gonna hunt me down too.
Good. Good. You got one at work and one at home.
Let's go with Joker. We'll leave Murray for last.
Leo, would you like to give Joker a D or something stupid like that?
No, A for sure. I would say it's a casual 95. A 95.
An A.
I mean, no, it's not. It's like a 99. I'll be honest. Joel Embiid is playing incredible basketball, but he plays once a week. And when you get to play like rec ball schedule, you should be producing. You know what I mean?
Is he not playing consistently?
No, dude, he's missed like how many games, babe?
A lot. That's the concern for is he going to be able to hit the game threshold to be an all-star
He's on pace
Oh.
to not qualify for the MVP.
or the MVP, that's what I mean.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So when you have that schedule, and your team plays less games than the Nuggets already,
It's like a college schedule.
which April and I were discussing earlier. We were disgusted with. Anyway.
Kind of like me and your score for Angel.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, how can you not give Joker an A? It's an easy A. It's an obvious A.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's leading the NBA in triple doubles this season. He's 4th all time.
He made 33 free throws in a row at one time. He has a perfect triple double on 10 plus shots.
He's had how many Sombor triple doubles? I
Yep,
mean,
had one yesterday.
He's just a phenomenal player and a phenomenal guy. And watching him at the Newly Nugs game just
That was so
made
fun.
me love him even more. So yeah, he gets an A for me as well.
He is all hoop. He just plays basketball. But also, and his production is probably down from last year, I'll be honest. It probably is. But he's also the best player on arguably the best team in the NBA. So
Okay, so he is actually
I bet his field goal percentage is nuts.
yeah. So his
But he did have
points per game 25.5
which is not
this year.
great.
That's his second highest in his career.
No way.
Yeah,
What was it last year? Was it higher last year? That was the only year.
24.5.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just
And-
averaged.
His 2020 2021 year that was this year is the third. I missed a number. 2020 2021 he averaged 26.4, and then the next year he averaged 27.1. Rebounds, he's been in 10 plus since 2020. Assists, roughly 8, 7, 9, and then this year 9.3.
Okay. So he's averaging a Sombor as well.
Yeah, and we're only halfway through the season, right? So
And he's had 2 horrendous games.
yeah,
Horrendous
he missed
for him.
13 games last year.
Wow,
He's
that's
only
a lot.
missed 2 this year, right?
1.
1? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So not really concerned. I give the A plus. He's the reason.
He's the reason for the season.
Well, if you have to give an A plus for the standard, you're absolutely right. That's the standard. And if that's the standard, then I'm sticking with my AGB.
That's fair. And I mean, I think I look at Nicole on a different level. I don't grade him the same as
Yeah,
I grade
no.
AG,
That's
For
not fair.
sure.
and I still give the A plus.
Same.
Everyone's paying taxes here, Donnie, so everyone needs to be graded on the same. No, that's fair. I mean, how can you grade him on the same level? If you do, it's what he gets 119%,
Yeah.
137%. I
Yeah.
don't
If
know.
you adjusted, what do you call it?
Yeah.
The curve.
Yeah. So
He did all the extra credit and then ended up on getting graded on the curve.
It's like he made the answer key. He's the answer key.
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray, I mean, A. No explanation necessary. Watch him play a single game, and you'll agree with me. I'm April O'Neil.
So Jamal's missed 14 games so far?
Smaller sample size, 27 total, right?
Yep.
April is absolutely right on this one. How can you, I mean, is he playing as well as I want him to? No. Is he playing as well as I think he should be? No. But, dude, his production, he's just as good of a passer, if not better than last year. He's right up there with rebounds. He's scoring a little bit more. And he's been hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm not concerned.
His production is very in line with last year. Like you said, a smaller sample size, but I'll take it.
And now, if we were doing grades for the whole league, there's no way he can get an A.
Probably not.
He's not a top 10 point guard. That hurts to say, but he's not. He's not a top 10 point guard.
I mean, I disagree, but
Do you want to go through a list?
I do.
Okay,
Should we save it?
let's do it. All right, let's do it. Let's go through a list.
Give me your top 10.
Okay. Let me pull up the teams.
We can come back to it. We'll come back to it. We'll
All right.
continue on this. We'll come
Yeah,
back
fair,
to it.
Fair.
We'll finish the pot.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I have one more for you.
Yeah.
Michael Malone.
Michael Malone.
A.
A minus.
14 games without your second best player.
Yeah. The only gripe I have with him, and you've mentioned this, Leo, so many times, and he said it in his press conference the other day, is like he needs to stand up for Joker a little bit more, and not just Joker, but everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And one thing I was going to actually mention when we were talking about DJ during that press conference, it was funny because one of the reporters asked Malone, DJ seems to have such a good relationship with the referees, and he knows them on a personal level, and maybe Joker needs to get to that. And then the next game, DJ gets booted.
Mm-hmm.
But Malone knows that Joker is more important than himself, right? And so do the fighting for Joker. Be the voice, because you never know. Some refs have a little bit more tolerance when it comes to things being said to them, and some don't. And it's a huge risk if we lose Joker in a game. Yeah, we've gotten away with it a couple times this year, but
we don't want to make that the expectation.
yeah, I don't want it to be a habit.
Yeah. I mean, I give him an A. He's Michael Malone. He's doing well. And we're in third, but we've played more than everybody else. And there are a couple close games that obviously I wish Mike would have done something different. But I teach fifth grade for a living. I don't coach professional basketball, so who am I to really question it?
When I think, after class, I'm, rattle in my head like I didn't do this, I did this wrong, I could have done this better. So
In the moment, you do the best that you can. And he's doing pretty well with that.
And I bet he has that mentality. He sits there and he's not sitting there like, "Oh, I'm the best coach ever."
For sure.
Like
for
he's
sure.
constantly being like, "How can I do better? How can I do better?"
the in the book I'm reading right now, Donny, Beartown, you got to read this, man. It's about a high school hockey team, and this legendary coach says something along the lines of, "You can always spot a good coach because they're always the ones that think they aren't." And it's like, man, it's like always that correction and self-correction. And that does not mean that I think I'm like a good teacher or anything like that, but I'm saying in reference to Mike Malone, it's obvious he's reflective. It's obvious he listens to his staff and listens to the things that they bring to the table. It's obvious that he listens to his team and even the front office. He takes all of those things into account, but I appreciate that he does stand by what he does and what he says. But I agree, man. My one gripe, be louder, Mike.
Yeah.
But also, if he's not that guy, don't be that guy, Mike.
And maybe he has.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Maybe he has been.
Yeah.
I mean,
He has been booted this year. He's been booted twice, right?
Yeah.
Or once.
I think twice.
Twice.
And I have seen him having conversations, and maybe, when we talk about standing up for Joker and stuff, maybe he sees it as not just screaming and yelling and throwing a fit.
Yeah.
He sees it as, subtle conversations. I will say one individual who is phenomenal at having a conversation with referees is Jamal Murray.
Oh, man.
Jamal Murray is like the calmest person when it comes to having
He's
conversations.
been ejected this year, though, too.
Jamal? Oh, yeah, that
But
was. Yeah.
also, you
Yeah.
need a front man that gets
Yeah.
ejected every once in a while.
No, I know. I'm just saying either we need to know what exactly they're saying that they're getting kicked out, or refs. I mean, how many challenges have been successful this year? Have a little bit of thicker skin, because you've been wrong more than you've been right this year
Yeah.
on those. That's kind of ridiculous.
And I don't blame them. Things happen so quickly.
Yeah.
And the game's getting faster. Everything's so detailed. We have these
Right.
absurdly HD cameras that can detect stuff that our eyes can't, right?
Right.
Just have it. Humility is what they need.
Yes.
They
I
need
would
that
agree with
humility to just be like, yeah, I got that wrong. My
Yeah.
bad.
No, I
but
agree.
maybe so do the players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and also, I understand why everyone's screaming at each other, because when I make a mistake, I can fix that tomorrow, or I can fix that in D block, or I can fix that in core 3. When these guys make a mistake, it could be $20 million,
Yeah. That's a good point.
whether or not they get that contract. It could be whether or not they get that extension. It could
Yeah.
be whether or not they get signed next year. It could be whether or not they get 6 more minutes of playing time to show coach that they deserve that you know what I mean?
Yeah, the younger guys.
Or even but even the
The bench
refs too.
guys.
Like the refs need to show that they can do well, because that's a fat contract that they get.
Yeah, and I mean they're evaluated.
Yes. So and when those guys make mistakes, it's tens of thousands to even potentially millions of dollars. So I get that the stakes are much higher.
Yeah, and I don't want to have a Steve Kerr moment and go off on the refs about how, things are whatever. But the one comfort I have is, yeah, there's games I'm like, that wasn't the most well officiated game, whether it's, things go in our favor or against us. However, I don't have concern with if a game is officiated poorly that we still lose. I don't have that concern. I see us as one of the best teams in the NBA, if not the best team in the NBA. And when we play our game and we do the things correctly and we take care of the ball,
Officiating shouldn't matter.
officiating should not play into
No.
the win and loss column.
No. And I can't think of a game reflectively that has.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, midway through the year, everyone feeling good?
Oh, feeling great.
Can I ask you both a question? So we are halfway through your guys' first season as season ticket holders. A+, B-, C-.
I'm going to go with an A. I really enjoy it. I feel like the extra fan experiences we have gotten to do have been really worth it. It's easy to manage. We haven't sold any, but it's pretty straightforward with how that whole process works. Our rep has sent us, all that information for things that we need. I do wish we could choose to move maybe mid-season, choose to stay or choose to move where we are. Just because we don't love necessarily the people that are around us all
Yeah.
the time. And it would be nice to be able to enjoy a game without having to also deal with that. I can see the appeal if you get to know the people around you that also have season tickets and become friends. But sometimes you don't become friends and you become annoyed. And that's where I'm at.
So that was kind of what I wanted to lean into. I stole this term. I never heard it before until you said this once. Two grows for your experience with
Okay.
how what they're doing great,
Yeah,
the Nuggets, and then what they could just do better. I got one for you.
great.
Better
Cup holders.
Yeah, I'm going to go
Nailed it.
better free throw percentage is
Well,
my grow. No, I know.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
just
okay,
kidding.
okay.
That's hilarious. I love that, April.
No, I would
Agreed.
say,
Kills my
Seconded.
experience.
Seconded.
yeah, I would say more space.
Yeah.
I would pay more per seat to have a little bit more space.
They cram you in there.
Word.
Yeah.
Rocksteady texted me yesterday. He said it's even worse down in the lower bowl.
Really?
He said the
Interesting.
space is horrible.
Really?
We need to get some seats like Coach K where it's at the front of a section and we have just the railing in front.
Just hang
That
your
was
feet
so
over
nice.
the railing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I would take more space and like I said, option to move seats mid-season
Yeah.
would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But things that they were doing well, the fan experiences, like the Newly Nugs game that we got to go to, getting to take the picture on the court, getting to watch warm-ups, that's all awesome. And
The discount.
another glow would be the discount for the store because we I've got some new swag on today. I got last night for discount. And if I could add one more glow, I'm gonna go with item of the nights too.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little hint for later.
Yeah. I think you nailed it as far as glows and grows.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
And, my experience, I've sat in your guys' seats once, and I will agree, the sporting event, to me, personally at least, is not a social hour. It is to a certain extent, as long as you're talking about the game and conversing about the game. But you want to focus on the game.
Yeah, and that's not having a full blown conversation. It's like saying a few things here and there.
Yeah. Like when someone asks you, like, you guys run into someone you see consistently there. Hey, how are you? You don't go into a 20-minute conversation about how your week was or whatever. It's just kind of unspoken etiquette.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
You would think.
You would think.
yeah. The look on both their
Agreed.
faces.
Or just like life coaching to not say inappropriate things.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause.
We're gonna take a quick break, and I guess Leo and April have they got a plan, and I'm nervous.
It's a game.
It's a
something
game.
I would like to. It really helped evolve my. We'll talk about it a little bit.
They brought a
We'll talk
gift
about it a
that
little bit.
is the prize.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah, we will talk about it in a bit. We'll be right back. Bring it out.
Alrighty, Donnie. Earlier, we were talking. We were giving grades to our Nuggets. 41 games in. We're halfway through the season, everyone. And Donnie and I have a disagreement, to say the least. And Donnie, I am telling you that I love Jamal Murray, but he is currently not a top 10 point guard in the league.
Okay.
Well, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to disagree. You're supposed to say.
I'm saying okay as in like my.
Yeah, we're disagreeing on that.
Yeah, like we're just.
You agree that we're
give me
disagreeing?
your 10. Above
Okay,
him.
and I'll start off with one you're going to be like, it's crazy. You ready for this?
You're gonna do it based on stats, and I just don't care.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah.
love this.
Oh my God. Well, unfortunately, the rest of these guys don't get to play with Nikola Jokic. So, but we all right. So this one's gonna blow your mind. Cade Cunningham. That's the first one.
Okay.
LaMelo Ball. Production. This is just
Dude,
production.
I
This
don't
is
care.
This is production.
I don't care.
Trae Young,
I can kind of see that.
Jalen Brunson,
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton,
Yeah. I've only agreed with probably 3 of yours so far.
Donovan Mitchell.
He is the guy
I know.
on the Cavs.
I know.
You add one other piece, and he does not.
They have Darius Garland. They have Jarrett Allen. Did they
None
beat,
of those guys touch our starting 5.
Didn't they beat the Nuggets this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's a throwaway game.
Oh my god!
I don't even think Murray played in that game.
So we're at 6. That's 6.
Well, 6 for you.
Okay, what do we have for you? 3?
Go through the list again.
Oh my god! Of the ones that you said that are the ones that are obvious. The ones that are obvious.
I'm not putting these people above Jamal. I'm saying they are on a list with Jamal. Halliburton,
Trae Young,
Jalen Brunson, 3. Okay, I got 3.
Tyrese Halliburton,
Yeah, yeah. I disagree with
Donovan Mitchell.
I disagree with Donovan Mitchell. I disagree with LaMelo Ball.
That's fine. I didn't say him again. I didn't say Cade Cunningham again either, even though Cade Cunningham is much better statistically.
Okay, well, I've got 3.
Okay, I've got 7, but I won't even. We won't count those.
Okay,
So we're at 4, right? Or no, you're at 3.
I'm at 3.
Okay, Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm at 4.
Drew Holiday.
No.
Okay. Damian Lillard.
Yeah, 5.
we just did the Eastern Conference, so let's move over to the Western
You
Conference.
didn't even say Brown.
Huh?
Brown?
Who?
Jalen Brown?
Jalen Brunson.
No, Boston.
He's a shooting guard,
Is he?
small forward.
Oh.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he does play point guard, but I would say him, but
No, you're right.
all right. So now let's go to the West. Mike Conley.
Nope. Nope.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't even have him on my list anyway. You're gonna hate this.
Just say his name.
Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a point guard?
I know, right? And he gets triple doubles. I'm pretty sure he's a point guard. Look it up.
I think Shea's the point on that team.
Oh, okay, well then. Okay.
I mean, like the Thunder, whoever the Thunder pick. That's
yeah.
6. That's 6.
Who plays point guard for the Clippers? James Harden.
No.
He doesn't.
No, he does. I just don't. I'm not picking him. Sorry.
I don't want to pick him. I don't want to,
I'm
but
not.
Donnie, come on.
I'm not. I'm being stubborn,
Okay.
man. I'm being stubborn.
Okay. So what are we at? 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, there are two guys on this team that play point guard that are better, but we'll just go with one. De'Aaron Fox.
All right. 7. I wouldn't say he's better. I'm putting him on the list with Jamal.
Donnie. Who plays point guard for the Pelicans?
McCollum.
Okay, I don't know. I would say no.
No.
Who's the guy in Dallas? Donnie, help me out here.
He's not even a point. Like, he shouldn't even be on the list.
He brings the ball up.
He does everything.
He passes the ball.
He would play center if need be. All right.
Luka Doncic is a point guard.
He's on. We got 8. 8.
And on my list, I'm at 13 already. But okay, you're at 8. You're at 8. All right. I mean, and this is what he's been playing this year.
Okay.
Devin Booker.
No.
Okay. All right. We're just gonna remain calm. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Everything's fine. We're good. All right. We're at 8.
Turn into Monday Night Raw
I know.
SmackDown.
Steph Curry
All right, we're at 9.
and John Morant.
No.
Donnie.
No.
Stop.
No.
Okay. Well, but also this guy, and I don't like it, but Anthony Simons.
Who?
John Morant isn't even playing for the rest of the season, so you can't put him on the list.
Yeah.
Anthony
Take that.
Simons.
I don't know who that is.
He's averaging 23 points a game.
Who's he play for?
The Trailblazers. He's helping dominating.
Okay. You just said earlier that you
How
would
many
get
minutes?
everybody a D or an
Okay,
F on a losing
How many
team.
minutes is he playing per game?
32.
No.
Okay. I'm just saying, man.
Those are my 9. Then you
Okay.
add Jamal. Those
Okay.
are my 10.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're keeping LaMelo Ball off?
LaMelo Ball, you do. Okay.
I don't like it, dude.
Here's the
I
deal.
don't like
Here's the
it,
deal.
Donnie.
Okay, if you
Donnie,
ask,
these are the numbers, dude.
I'm not saying the numbers aren't lying, man. I'm not saying that, but again, small sample size. I know what Jamal can give us, right? Did to us last year.
Yeah.
If you ask a GM right now, do you want LaMelo Ball or Jamal Murray? They're probably going to pick the NBA champion.
Oh, and I'm telling you, I don't need it. If you even take away the champion, I'm taking Jamal.
Statistics are fantastic. I do like statistics, but they can only speak so much.
You're right. You're right.
You know?
You're right. And does Jamal average 25 to 35 if he's the guy? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
He's not the guy. April and I were talking about this. Like, most teams have, like, this guy will take this many shots, this guy will take this many shots, and this guy has the green light. No one on the Nuggets is told, like, hey, you need to take X amount of shots. Everyone is play it how you feel.
The Nuggets are a very interesting team because if you look at the NBA the past 20 years, kind of like James Harden declared himself a system, the NBA has been revolving around an individual who is the system, or individuals, like one or two.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are a system in general.
Yes.
And it all revolves, you could say it revolves around Nikola, yes, but that's his game, is a system. If he needs to go out, example, we went to that Pistons game. The guy scored 4 points, didn't play the fourth, had a phenomenal game. But if you look at his stats and see he only scored 4 points, you're like, eh.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that game, he just was like, I'm going to dominate this game with 16 assists.
Right.
And I'm not going to play the fourth.
He's responsible
You know?
for close to 50 points and scores only 4.
Yeah. I mean, the guy. We have a system.
Yeah.
And that's why I think this. It's very fun that the team that you and I, grew up loving, and the place that we also grew up, is not revolving around, say, a LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
It's very out of pocket, or it's abnormal compared to the rest of the NBA,
Yeah, I would agree.
and it's fun.
Oh, it's
And
so
maybe that's why it took us so long to win our first championship, but
Yeah.
now we know how to do it.
Yeah.
So watch out.
Yeah.
Right. We coming
we just drafted Serbian.
during a Taco Bell commercial. Have you guys heard the story about where he was when he found out he got drafted?
Wasn't he asleep?
He was asleep.
Makes me want to eat more Taco Bell.
Dude,
Joel Embiid was crying with a tie on,
Yeah, which, I mean, granted, I think it's
as
cool.
he should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
should be.
absolutely.
Yeah, dude. I would cry. If you got drafted to the NBA, I would be on the floor crying
Oh my gosh.
with the...
I'd be quitting my job
Dude.
if you got drafted.
Bro.
I would stop talking to
I'd
people.
be
Yeah.
typing that email right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, you will never see me again.
Yeah.
I would be
No.
making a phone call.
Yeah.
Like I am done. DUN.
Bro.
Keep all my stuff.
Yeah, right?
I'm not coming back.
All right. Well, that was fun, Donnie. Thanks for playing along. I can't believe
Anytime you want to lose again.
I can't believe there are like 14 point guards that are actually. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all good. I appreciate it, man.
Jamal is not tradable. The stats don't show it, but he is a top 5, top 10 point guard for sure. The problem is he just plays with Aaron Gordon and Nikola Jokic, and I'm sorry, but Mike Porter Jr. is viewed as the best, if not a top 3 shooter on the floor every night.
Yeah.
So when you play with guys like that, you're not always going to have 30. And Jamal has handled that gracefully. He's our front man.
I don't think a lot of these guys want that. They came from, he came from Kentucky, where Kentucky is stacked every year.
He was one of a slew of amazing guards.
It's very similar to a type of system, right? And
Yeah.
obviously Nikola is not the type of guy. His personality is very team-oriented.
Yes. Yes.
And that's why he's been perfect for a quote-unquote overall system. And then we found out AG is also that way.
yeah.
MPJ has been that way. KCP has been that way.
I
All
think-
the way through the bench, it's that way.
I think everyone becomes that way when they realize, oh, I can get open shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do what coach says.
Yeah. I if Joker has 4 points, but we're destroying a team to where we can rest all our starters in the fourth,
Yeah.
give that to me, 2 times out of 3 every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if someone were to tell me in 3 years, Nikola's going to average 9 points a game, 17 assists, 12 rebounds, I would be like, I'd be surprised by that, but okay.
Yeah.
If someone would have told me that a player would be doing that, like 10 years ago, if someone had told me like, hey, in 15 years, someone's going to put up that stat line, I'd be like, no way. That's impossible. A center, that's not true. There's
Yeah.
no way possible. But now it's like, I could see it.
Yeah. Joker, if you wanted to, if the goal was to stat pad or whatever people call it, he could average 40.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
He would have broken the triple-double record already.
Yeah.
Like he
He would have
got-
shattered it
He could have
already.
easily, when they were winning on Sunday, that he could have easily passed it into Jamal, and Jamal could have dunked it in the last 18 seconds or whatever, when we already knew we were going to win, and he would have gotten that last assist and gotten a triple-double.
Yeah.
That easily could have done that, and he didn't, because
Yeah.
he's got class, which makes it more impressive, I think.
The years that Russ averaged his triple-doubles, he played 34.6 minutes, 36.4 minutes, 36 minutes.
Yeah, and Russ kind of had, for them to be decent that year, because they were like a very low seed. They were not that. He did have an amazing season, but he had to.
Yes.
He had to. And with our team, Joker, we don't have to have someone. We don't need him to score 30 every night. We don't need Jamal to score 30 every night. There's nights when, like we talk about past few games, MPJ goes off. But we know that's not going to be every single game for the rest of the
Right.
year. But that's good. We have so many different weapons.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
That's true.
Sometimes, you look at people probably look at Joker's point stats this year, like 24.4 or whatever it was. That's low compared to his potential, in my opinion.
It's low compared to what a lot of stars are doing. You look at the MVP race, he's got to be last in points.
Yeah. So
But he's second.
But if you look at the eye test,
Yeah. It's him.
it's him.
It's him.
He affects the game more than anybody.
And he doesn't miss.
Yeah. Did we even look that up? What was the?
Dude,
I'll look it up right now. His field goal percentage this year.
And I was thinking those 2 games where he went like, what was it, 9 for 30?
Yeah.
It was 2 games in a row, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it was only 2 games, but I think that might be what drops him down. If it's I would be surprised if it's under 55.
Yeah, me too. Hold on. All right. Any guesses?
My guess is 57.3.
Pretty good guess.
56.8.
Another good guess. It's 58.2. He's 13th in the NBA.
Interesting.
What's Joel Embiid's shooting percentage? Also, if he's shooting 58, April, you and I said this yesterday.
He's not shooting enough.
Not shooting enough.
53.5. He's 25th in the NBA. And he's averaging 10 more points than Joker. But he's shooting a less percentage.
And honestly, it's only 5%, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
In the NBA, that's a lot. And the assists are much different too, I believe.
Yeah, Embiid's got 6 a game, and
Joker's at 9.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, point for point, Joel is your guy, but I would be willing to bet Joel racks up more minutes too.
Probably.
All right, Donnie. Do you want to have some fun, man?
Yeah, I guess.
We have a prize.
You get a prize if you win this, Donnie. If you don't, though, frig off, and we're keeping your prize.
We got to the arena early yesterday, and so we went into the store when we got there, and we saw this as item of the night, and I knew that Leo needed one. And so I was like, you need this? And he was like, I do. And then I was like, we should probably also get one for Donnie. And he was like,
you guys are so kind.
I wasn't going to get one.
I got to earn it, though. I got to earn it.
Yeah, dude, don't think for 1 second
Yeah.
that this is in the bag.
Okay.
well, it is technically in the bag because
It
we
is.
wrapped it.
It's, yeah,
Crap.
it's
That was
well
the worst
presented. I don't even know
phrase.
what it is yet. I'm excited.
Oh, dude, we spent hours wrapping this. Okay, sorry. All right, here we go. Donnie,
Okay.
got a game for you. If you can guess this player, April and I have a prize for you. It's a sweet prize. So we're going to play a game.
Okay.
You're going to get hint by hint. Okay? You're going to get hint by hint. You're going to get 20 hints total. You can guess the player at any point throughout the game. You only get 3 guesses total, though.
Okay.
And this can be any NBA player.
Like current or former?
That's you can't ask that.
This
you can't
can
ask
be,
questions.
You don't get to ask questions, Donnie.
You get what you get.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if you need to get a piece of paper and a pencil or your phone or just use your thinker, Donnie, I'm going to give you 10
Nope.
seconds.
You can't use your phone.
Oh yeah, you can't use your I mean use your phone to take notes.
There's an integrity award.
Donnie, you get a big prize if you guess this within 20 hints.
Okay. I'm ready.
Hit number 1.
Do you have any guesses so far?
Would you like to waste a guess?
That's the first thing on my note card here.
That
All
would
right.
be so funny if he was just like the person's name and we were like,
Yeah.
yep, here you go. Here's your
Okay.
prize.
First hint. This player plays or has played for the Nuggets. Any guesses?
Oh
Hint number 2, Donnie.
my gosh.
This player is 6 feet 5 inches or taller.
Okay.
This, and April, quick shout out to you. Thank you for your help with this
I
one.
wordsmithed to this clue.
Okay.
Hint number 3. This player acted professionally.
In a movie?
What did we say about asking
Donnie,
questions? Donnie?
what part of no questions do you not understand? I don't know,
You're
man.
like my kids. You didn't tell me
Yeah.
that. I'm
Here
just
we
going
go.
to do it anyway.
Let's review the 3 so far. We have plays or has played for the Nuggets, over 6'5", acts or has acted
acted
professionally. Number 4, Donnie. This player has 3 poetry books published.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got to read those books.
Any guesses so far, Donnie?
No.
Okay.
Interesting.
This player has been an all-star. That was hint number 5. Hint number 6, Donnie. This one's a doozy. I love this one because it's current and festive. This player was born in the month of January.
Next.
Wow.
Hint number 7, Donnie. This player has been named to an All-NBA team. See, that helps a little bit more. See, I'm not the worst. That's 7 hints in.
Do you have any guesses?
The issue is I don't know if it's current or former. That's my problem.
That problem will be alleviated here soon.
Yeah, that's why I'm...
Donnie, this player, hint number 8, was drafted by Milwaukee.
Okay. That'll probably help.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any guesses?
Let me think for a second here.
Hint number 9, Donnie. This player has played for 4 different teams.
Okay.
And just for the sake of getting halfway through the hints, Donnie, hint number 10.
Yeah.
This player was a second-round draft pick. Those of you that are listening, please.
Give me a few seconds here.
Okay.
Let me think on it.
Let us know what you think. I know this is not live, so there's no way to let us know right now what you think. And you could just
acted professionally and poet are just straight out of the left
Dude.
field.
Dude, I learned so much doing this.
Well, and I'm thinking acted professionally. I'm like, is this guy in a commercial, or is this guy on a TV show?
Yeah,
You know?
those are thoughts I would have too.
I just watched Uncut Gems. Have you guys seen that?
Yes,
I just watched that yesterday.
Ant is
That was one of the craziest movies I've ever seen.
dude. That's Sandler. That's a good Sandler movie.
Yeah,
I
KG.
didn't know that Sandler could do anything like that. I'd never seen anything like that in his repertoire before.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Anyway, great movie. Great film.
All right,
Old
Donnie.
flick.
What'd you just say?
I said good old flick.
I know, I almost said that too.
Interesting that you say that there, Donnie. We're gonna skip down to hint number 14.
Why?
Don't worry, we'll go back to hint number 11 because this is great.
That was
this is great.
perfect.
You just gave the nickname of this player, Flick. This player's nickname,
Okay, go back
Flick.
to 11.
number 11, Donnie. This player, small forward.
Keep going.
Hint number 12, technically 13 since we skipped to 14, but hint number 12. This player went to the University of South Carolina, where they were a Gamecock. Any guesses so far, Donnie?
This is not a guess.
Oh,
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what I
No.
thought originally.
okay. What did you thought
I originally
originally?
thought KCP,
Okay,
but I think he went to Georgia, not South Carolina.
okay, man.
And
Okay,
he's not an all-star. So.
okay, that's fair. Or all NBA.
Yeah.
Okay.
This will also
That does not count.
No, that does not. That's fine. This will also eliminate KCP. This player has won a scoring title. That might have been too soon. Hint number 15, because I'm worried that you're getting it. And I want to get through all of my hints because they're super fun for me to say. Hint number 15, Donnie, you ready?
Yeah.
This player has scored, and I put this number, but it's way more than this number. This player has scored over 15,000 points in their career. Any guesses yet, Donnie?
I would need to go through the.
That's fair.
You
That's
know,
fair.
Which I will need to do. at the end.
Okay, it'll get there. This one is not the greatest hint, but I thought this was incredible. This player missed less than 10 games in a 7-year span. What an Iron Man, right? I have so much more respect for this player after all I learned.
That was number 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And real quick, going back to Flick. Oh, actually, I'll tell you later because that might
Yeah.
give some more information.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, Flick. This player killer mustache. Like killer. Bro, killer mustache.
I think he knows.
I think I know.
What's your guess?
Is it Bill Hanslick?
No.
Guess one is done.
Damn.
Do you want me to rephrase that,
He
Donnie?
does have a great mustache.
He does.
This player had a killer mustache.
Okay.
This will give it away.
18.
This is number 18. This will give it away. This is the number 1 scorer in the NBA in the 1980s.
Alex English.
Alex
Yes.
Yeah.
English. With two to go. Number 19 was he wore number 2.
Yeah.
And number 20 was he was a former Nugget.
He was about to tell you he was a former Nugget, like
I will
like
say
second, and I was like, move that down. What are you doing?
Yeah, that would have. Yeah, because I mean,
Oh man,
like he's a poet.
dude,
Three.
3 books
Shut the
of,
front door.
of poems, dude. I read one of them. It's not that bad. I kind of liked it.
Dang.
So
How tall is he? Exactly.
6'7".
Okay.
Scored over 25,000 points. So the name, you know what he looks like, right?
Yeah.
When he was younger, his friend, I don't know if they were his friends, but people called him Flick, which was short for afflicted, because he was so scrawny and kind of scraggly looking, I guess.
Wow.
Like he was just not gross, but he was just so.
Lengthy?
And that's the one article I read from the New York Times from 1985. So I don't know if that's the whole truth, but they called him Flick because it looked like he was afflicted.
Wow.
But,
That's rude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. He also
But,
then he became the all-time NBA scoring leader in the 80s.
Yeah, there was another nickname that he had too, but I can't remember what it was. And when I read this article, I was like, "Oh, this is amazing."
That was good.
So
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, Donnie. All I wanted to. And
Wait, first.
Yeah, I want this prize.
Yes.
To get your prize.
That's why I waited till the end. I didn't want to waste.
Here's your prize, Donnie.
I didn't realize he went to South Carolina.
I know.
You're right about KCP and Georgia, by the way.
Ooh, this looks fresh. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay.
Dude.
So guys, I am looking at a beanie with a fur ball on the top, which I love. I have a few of those.
That's a pom-pom beanie.
A fur ball. It's not a cat.
It is. It's the beautiful blue that we love.
It is.
With the is it royal red? I don't know.
Cherry red.
Cherry red. And it's got the Mighty Miner on it. It says Denver Nuggets, and it is perfect. And I'm going to put it on.
Oh man.
Isn't it the Maxi Miner?
Yeah, we call it the
is,
Mighty
yeah.
Miner.
Oh, okay.
So here's what inspired me.
Thank you guys,
Donnie.
Seriously, thank you.
Oh, dude, of course. I saw this last night.
Perfect for the weather as well.
And I couldn't not do it. I had to get me one.
Oh, shut the front. Is that an Alex English?
Dude.
Oh, okay. We're gonna take a photo of that with you wearing it, dude. That is incredible. Let me see this. Okay, I'm looking at a. Well, we're gonna put it on the Instagram.
I had to get it, dude.
It's the rainbow with the mountains in the background.
80s logo.
80s logo. Number 2, NBA sigil in the corner there.
Yeah.
Mitchell and Ness.
Mitchell. Oh, dude, they do well.
87, 88.
Yeah, Alex English, baby. Dude,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Thanks, man.
That's amazing.
Thanks, dude.
You're gonna get a lot of praise at the games,
Dude,
with that.
I was like, I
Yeah.
have to get this.
Yeah.
So
That'd look good. That'd look good over the hoodie you're wearing right now.
I know, dude, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to wear it because I was like, it'll give it away.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
That was fun, guys.
Yeah, dude, that was fun. Alex English, man, a
Thank
total
you,
stud.
guys. This thing feels warm too.
Oh, dude, so warm.
Oh yes.
Now when you're taking the trash out,
Yeah, people will know. People will know.
people will know.
Oh, that was good.
That was fun.
Let's give that game a name. We should do that game in the future.
Guess this nugget.
Okay. Well, what if it's not a nugget?
It should always be a nugget.
Okay.
Since
Yeah.
we're a Nuggets
The
podcast.
first clue is this is not a nugget.
It should always be a nugget. And the last clue should always be it's a former nugget.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, I thought you were gonna go with Andre Miller.
Dude,
But then you said South Carolina, and I was like, but then I couldn't remember how tall he was. I don't think he was that tall.
he's 6'4".
6'4".
I never would have said Utah because I know you would
That
have
would have
got
been the easiest giveaway. Yeah.
And also, if
I'm like, is Andre Miller a poet?
I was
Wait,
gonna
Wait, so what did he act
Maybe
in?
he is.
he was in a movie.
Was he?
Yeah, dude. He played this stud Celtics player.
Really?
I can't remember the name of the movie.
Space Jam.
But all right. So yeah, dude, he was
Well, you guys talked about acting professionally, and I'm
No.
like, are they counting Peyton Watson and Nikola Jokic with that commercial?
and
right?
that's why. So I originally had for my clue, I had acted in a movie, and April had me change it so that you would think it could be
Well done.
Peyton.
It really dived
or
into the psyche there.
Nicola, dude. She got that teacher brain.
Yeah.
I was worried at hint 8 when I said drafted by Milwaukee, but he was there so short of time. I was like, he probably won't get that.
Yeah, and I was thinking maybe we traded because a lot of time people get drafted and then they're traded that night.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe someone. At one point, I started to think Birdman
Yeah.
because I'm like, that guy probably's been in a movie and he looks like he gets in touch with his feelings and writes poetry.
Yeah, dude.
And then all NBA team, I'm like, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no way. And that's so. Then you said KCP, and I was like, good player,
Yeah.
but no.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then winning
Dude,
a
that was
scoring
so
title.
fun. Flick. I didn't
Yeah.
know that was his nickname.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty cool.
Here,
We learn something every day on this podcast. I love it.
man, that was a good time.
That was fantastic.
Donnie, 18 hints. So far, that's the record.
Yeah. Yeah. I say we stop there.
I say we don't. That was fun.
Put me in the book. No, I that was fun. I probably should have made it more fun and at least thrown in one hint or one guess early.
You know, we were just talking, and you were saying,
Well, you did Bill Hanslick, right?
Yeah, I think that was pretty later on though. That was probably
Yeah.
what, like 16 or something.
and at first you,
Or no, South Carolina.
who did
No,
we
mustache.
who did we discuss that you were like, that's not a guess?
KCP.
Okay,
Because he
KCP.
already knew that wasn't after
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
he
that's
wasn't
right.
all NBA.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I
was
love
just
And he
given-
didn't go to South Carolina.
what
Yeah.
hint did give it away? Was it the scoring title?
Yeah, it was the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you said mustache, English did pop into my head, and he does have a stellar mustache.
Oh man, I don't think he still has it. That's why I was like, killer mustache. I didn't say has or had. I was like,
Well, the people I was thinking about were like Melo,
yep,
all NBA team. I'm sure he made one.
tons of points scored.
Joker, the only one from our current team, right?
Best mustache I've ever seen.
Yeah. So yeah, I would pay to see Nikola with a mustache.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I want to, but let me say thank you, guys. Thank you for that hat. Thank you for a very fun game.
oh dude, you're
That
welcome.
was extremely fun, and I think we should continue that.
We should.
Yeah. Prize or no prize, I will.
Yeah, don't be expecting a prize every time, Donnie.
Yeah,
what are
Donnie,
you doing?
jeez,
I
come on,
demand-
dude. Stop
I
expecting him to
demand
win
it.
the
Wow.
prize. God, you
Yeah.
spoiled little brat. Typical Nuggets fan right now.
All right, Leo. April. Remind the people.
Don't forget to show some hus.
In Nikola we trust. Go Nuggets.